Hello and welcome to the Whoniverse and to a happy new year, which means a brand new series of Doctor Who. Yes, after a year since we last saw the Doctor and her friends go face to Ice Stalk with a reconstructed Dalek, we now have a new episode titled Spyfall, a two-part story which is something I felt was missing from Series 11, that shows the Doctor and her fam, dressed to impress, going undercover for the British government to uncover an alien plot. In this video I'm going to take a closer look at episode 1 of Series 12, talking through some of my favourite moments and story beats, as well as looking at what I think could have been improved, plus trying to find any references to other characters and events in the Whoniverse. The video will contain spoilers the further we delve into the episode review. With all that said, let's begin. So the episode starts out with a sequence of different agents in different parts of the world attempting to complete missions from assassination to intelligence gathering. Some of the dialogue is a little bit off, but the variation of location filming and the use of some interesting CGI restores it, as at each scene we see a strange alien creature pass through the walls and attack their human prey. The score for this from Second Akinola works really well, with a series of sounds that go from the feeling of quiet and undercover to in danger and shock. The titles used are definitely an improvement on the last Doctor Who episode, and I'm really happy to see the return of the pre-title sequence. The crash zoom towards the agent as the alien creature descends is great and brings us into the titles nicely. I still love these titles, reminiscent of the original title sequence from the 60s, however more full of life and of course colour. In the very first episode the titles were created
The most wonderful shapes, patterns.
Like mirrors, endlessly reflecting, swooping and pulsing like butterfly wings.
Oh, well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Now with the titles over we get this scene with Ryan playing basketball with his mates. The game is fast paced and then Ryan is passed the ball and everything slows and stops. It's brilliant as we can almost see Ryan's thoughts and feel his determination. He shoots and misses, though he is still determined to get it in next time, taking forward the lessons he learnt from Grace to keep on trying. Skipping forward a bit to Yaz at home surrounded by her family, driving her mad with her mum worrying, Dad hopelessly using tech, and her sister trying to pry Ryan's phone number from Yaz, who's resisting calling, back to a scene from the last series in Arachnid of the UK. We cut to Yaz making excuses to her boss at Sheffield Police Station, much like Ryan making excuses to his friends. In the next scene, Graham is having a checkup 4 years since his treatment for cancer, where his life was saved and where he met Grace. The medical doc mentions her and questions Graham's plans, with Graham still travelling to conquer grief. These scenes show us what each companion is running from or running to, with each character developing on their journey. The Doctor is now part of their lives, and with that knowledge, life will never be the same again, with each of the Doctor's friends picked up by the Men in Black. One thing I don't understand is why Team TARDIS are having to make excuses. I know the Doctor isn't pinpoint accurate with her blue box. I mean, take Aliens of London for example.
It's not 12 hours, it's 12 months. You've been gone a whole year. Sorry.
But it's still a time machine. In Series 11 they were back the day they left. I love how we introduced the Doctor tinkering with the TARDIS, giving it an MOT, pipes and tubes hanging from the exterior, which is still my favourite looking version of the box in the new series. The Doctor is once again using a pair of goggles similar to the one used by the 11th Doctor when repairing his ship, and shown more recently when the 13th Doctor was crafting a sonic screwdriver. Back to the episode as 6 agents turn up in 3 cars, 2 BMWs and a Merc. As the Doctor says, they are definitely rocking the ominous look, but don't feel threatening. Even with them kidnapping Ryan, Graham and Yaz, there isn't really that sense of villainy. Interestingly, in the next shot, Team TARDIS and 1 agent are in a single car going down a motorway. Now in terms of security, and to make having 3 cars worthwhile, you'd expect them to be split up, as 4 versus 1 seems a tad unfair on the driver, who doesn't seem to even know where he's going, as he's using a sat-nav. A few seconds later, the sat-nav glitches and sends out a blast of orange energy, killing the driver. The way this is done looks great, with CGI courtesy of DNEG. As the sequence continues, each blast from the killer sat-nav really feels like how it makes an impact. We've seen killer sat-navs in Doctor Who before, back in 2008, with the Atmos system created by Luke Rattigan and the Sontarans, though they killed people using exhaust fumes, or by driving the car into a lake or river. This sequence looks great, with a great combo of stunt work from 11 different stunt drivers, plus great choreography and timing from the 4 main actors as they film their parts separately with a series of projected screens around them, creating a believable and action-packed scene, with the sat-nav honestly saying the word die over and over again, the Doctor using quick thinking to disarm it. Now moving on, as the Doctor and Co arrive at MI6, walking up a flight of stairs that may look familiar, with the same location being used in Silence of the Library in Series 4 of the show. The scene is great as Stephen Fry's character C attempts to introduce himself to the Doctor, only for him to mix up Graham and the Doc, giving us a great little moment of comedy, confusion, and the Doctor making an impression as she criticises C for how they've been treated. This is the layer of seriousness we were missing last series. Fast forwarding a little bit as we get the sequence shown as a sneak preview of the episode, with the Doctor examining the body of the DNA scrambled old agent. The level of threat, fear and grave danger is back, and I'm loving it. From seriousness to silliness, as Graham and Ryan are given cases containing a range of gadgets and gizmos like you would expect to see in earlier James Bond films, including a laser shoe, DNA analyzers and other mad and brilliant inventions, with Graham and Ryan like kids in a sweet shop. Meanwhile, Yaz is provided with the case file on Daniel Barton, played by Sir Lenny Henry. Given her police background, this makes sense and is something I've been waiting to see this series, with Yaz's police skills coming into use. The Doctor asks about an old friend from MI6 called O, a character that is new to the show, but implied to have met the Doctor previously off-screen. With the knowledge that O left MI6, the Doctor and C argue about the existence of aliens, with the Doctor mentioning GCHQ, which was attacked by a Dalek in the last episode, titled Resolution. Unit and Torchwood also get a mention, both agencies that have appeared multiple times in the show before, that have sadly been shut down. And then moving on, as C then gets assassinated by the same orange death rays from the sat-nav, however these act more like bullets than disintegration rays. The Doctor and friends flee to the TARDIS and the alien enemies morph and phase through the walls giving chase. The Doctor uses a photo sent from O to translate his location, with the Doctor making use of the improved TARDIS monitor system, which uses projections on water vapour, creating a really great looking effect and allowing us to see more creative camera angles. There are other changes to the TARDIS that have been made for Series 12. If you'd like a breakdown of them, you could check out a video I made about it. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now after that, we have an alien creature attempt to enter the TARDIS, with the Doctor stopping it only by dematerialising. The Doctor's friends, shaken by the lack of security outside, are now inside the TARDIS. These creatures are powerful and menacing. We then get a few scenes of dialogue between the Doctor and O, while Yaz and Ryan attempt to capture some info from Barton. Both scenes feature a range of exposition provided in a natural way, unlike Series 11, which struggled with this element. I'm really enjoying watching this series improve. A nice little moment considering the events of the last 5 minutes, which I'm not going to go into quite yet, is the way O is almost trying to hold back a smile as he prods the Doctor with questions he knows the answer to regarding C and how everything connects, almost taunting her behind her back. Skipping forward as we have the Australian Secret Service agents picked off one by one with a horror film-like feel, the unknown aliens now glowing, attacking O's hut, with the Doctor, Graham and O attempting to fight them off using different defences. O is developed including a chamber flooded with a current, isolating one alien. The glowing design is odd to me. I mean, it looks worse than the other shots we've seen where they have elements of the surrounding area kind of covering them, a bit like chameleons, I guess. But the glowing effect, I'm not too keen on. It works well, like to reflect on the characters' faces and whatnot, but looking straight at them in these kind of group shots, it just looks a bit messy. We then get a sequence with Ryan and Yaz trying to infiltrate Barton's office and hack his computer. They get interrupted by the glowing guards and Barton. With Barton attempting to give orders, Yaz is then captured and Ryan flees. It's great to see companions in peril and the effect that has on them. The Doctor can't always be there, and when stuff hits the fan, it's up to her friends to help themselves. Yaz wanders alone through what is a dark and horrible looking place, which could be another dimension. She gets blasted back, swapping places with the glowing alien in the containment chamber. The shock and horror Yaz went through is shown as she's speechless. Ryan phones the Doctor panicked, with the Time Lord reassuring him. The next shot shows Yaz holding back tears, trying to stay strong, determined after fearing for her life, with Ryan saying that he won't let anything like that happen to her. She won't die, even though Ryan ran away earlier on from the alien that potentially killed her. But we'll ignore that for now. Meanwhile in the hut, O is questioning Graham about the Doctor and tries to tempt him into looking at his collection of info on her. Given the cliffhanger reveal, which I'm still keeping quiet about for now, it's interesting to see and fitting for the character, with O almost hypnotising, acting like a serpent. The Doctor's past, the forbidden apple. O mentions Barton can't be an alien due to the fact there are photos of him of all ages. Well, not necessarily, as a previous alien hiding as a human used a variety of forged photos to pass as a human and eventually Prime Minister. O asks the Doctor should they try looking for the spy master, a large breadcrumb on the trail to O's real identity. The Doctor establishes they need to find Barton and question him face to face, and with that the group suit up and get ready to attend Barton's birthday bash. One thing to notice about this sequence is the way O has been edited out of the shots used in the trailers for the series to preserve a major surprise. This is MCU level trailer tricks and show the lengths Chibnall's team will go to prevent the show's secrets from spilling out, and honestly it's great to see as it makes those cliffhangers so much better. The Doctor and co walk into Barton's house with a score that couldn't be more James Bond if it tried. It's great and the cast look great in their tuxes. I love how they are all hopeless at blending in, with the Doctor playing Snap a complete highlight, but nothing compared to seeing the Doc interrogate Barton, throwing questions at him, presenting herself with confidence and flair, an immovable object and an unstoppable force, all in one. Barton escapes by car and is chased by Team TARDIS on motorbikes in a great action set piece. I've been looking forward to this since the first trailer. The team look great and the action is just right. Barton shooting at the gang while they dodge and weave, the car drifting, losing grip as it corners on dusty tracks. The chase ends at an airfield, Barton at the controls of a plane taking off while Team TARDIS give chase on foot, diving into the cargo hold with O lagging behind. The chase, the stunts, the acting, the score, the delivery of exposition, the themes, the development of character, the special effects, the costume, concept design, and directing in this episode is spectacular. And then we get this sensational cliffhanger. Now, if you care about spoilers and you have watched this video up till now, without seeing the episode, I highly recommend stopping this video, watching the episode and coming right back. Major spoilers ahead. Ready? As the plane is in the air, O reveals his sprinting isn't great, but the Doctor disagreeing based on the facts that have been laid before her. The Time Lord has rumbled the imposter amongst them, with O smiling and asking them to take a look out the window. O's hut floating in the sky alongside them, a spaceship perhaps, or even a TARDIS. O smiles, taunting the Doctor. He knows more than her once again. In shock and realisation says the phrase, O. And with that, the reason for O's name is revealed. The performances in this scene are brilliant. O simply refers back to a previous line. Look for the Spy Master. The Spy Master. That's right, the Doctor's best nemesis, the Master, a fellow renegade Time Lord, is back, and blimey, that reveal was so unexpected and so brilliant. The Master's laugh, his energy is just amazing and so very Saxon Master, who is personally my favourite version of the villain. I love how he faces the Doctor throughout, only really acknowledging her. It's a show, it's a performance, all his hard work just for her to witness, and not the humans that are along for the ride. The Master shows his use of a classic weapon used in the Master's first ever appearance back in 1971, in the serial titled Terror of the Autons. The weapon is called a Tissue Compression Eliminator, or TCE, and essentially kills and shrinks a person. How did the Master take the form of O? Well, the Master has changed appearance without the need for regeneration before, using a very strange power to morph into a new body at last, or using a deathworm morphant. How did the Master survive? Well, rule 1 is the Master always survives. If you want to hear some theories I made 2 years ago, the last time we saw the Master at the end of Series 10, then please check out the link in the description. I personally think this Master is somewhere between the Saxon Master and Missy in the timeline of the Time Lord. Now with a bomb detonated, a plane crashing, the companions alone, the Master victorious, the aliens' plan ready, and the Doctor trapped. How will Team TARDIS get out of this one? The cliffhanger is incredible and reminds me of the amazing ending shown during Russell T Davies' era of the show. It's amazing, brilliant, and oh, is it so much better than the last series. I can't wait for the next part, which is Sunday. Only a few days now. It's going to be spectacular. Thank you very much for watching this video. What did you think of Spyfall Part 1, and what are your thoughts on the new Master? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment below, and if you want to see more content from myself, please subscribe to the channel, it really does mean a lot. I'll leave a link to my Master theory and TARDIS interior changes breakdown below, and with all that said, thanks again and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.